a function of the atmosphere. Now, what are the various functions? We know air, since air has weight, it exerts pressure. Being pressed down, it always remains in contact. So when it is pressed down, it remains in contact with land as well as water. Now, since it is in physical contact, exchange of gases always take place between air, land and water. And soil now absorbs this oxygen and nitrogen because they have contact, as I told you. And the water vapors in air, in turn, rise from the oceans to the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide in air helps in absorption of heat, and it keeps the earth warm even at night. As I told you, otherwise at night the world would have been a very cold place. Now, because of its composition, the atmosphere is the most dynamic one. It changes very much. Large masses of air are moving up and down across the surface of the earth. So, when there is a vertical movement of air, it is called air current. Yes. And when there is a horizontal movement, it is called wind. The energy of the sun is responsible for keeping the atmosphere in a very dynamic state. So energy keeps the atmosphere in a dynamic one. So we have seen that it is a very dynamic affair, the atmosphere. Then there comes the structure of the atmosphere. There are concentric layers of air, but each layer has some different, the center is the same, but the layers, the concentric layers, each layer has a different density. The upper layers, and as I told you, it always presses down the lower layers. So the air of the lower layer is always heavier because it gets pressed. It is denser, and the upper layers are always thinner or less dense. In this way, 90% of the mass of the air lies within the height of about 20 kilometers. Ke andar hi everything lies. Now, on the basis of the characteristics of temperature and air pressure, there exist 4 layers of the atmosphere. What are the layers? Troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere and thermosphere. Now, and again the thermosphere is divided into 2 parts, ionosphere and exosphere. So now we'll talk about the various layers.